Well, we have gone from tape cassettes to big floppy disks to 3.5-inch disks to CD-ROMs, and now it's on to DVD as the portable storage medium of the future. What can you do with a DVD that you can't do with a CD-ROM? The answer is lots. It's a totally different technology, and one of those cases where the hardware is driving new levels of software applications, and today we'll show you both. We're going to start out with the new generation of DVD drives for computers and look at the new Sony VAIO and its built-in DVD drive, and Bob Moulin of Sony is here to help us. And actually, let's talk about the hardware first of all. So this particular model of your VAIO comes with a DVD drive built in addition to a CD writer? That's right.
What this machine has actually is a current DVD-ROM drive built in, along with a CD rewritable drive, and that'd be one way for someone to get DVD on their PC.
If you're buying a new machine.
Exactly.
Suppose you have your existing PC and you want to add a DVD drive.
What we have is also an upgrade kit that will allow you to install the drive in a card and be able to have all the full benefits of DVD on your PC.
All right, so you buy the box, you buy an interface card, and you got it.
It all comes in one box.
Now,
right?
when you say DVD, most people know you can rent a movie at Blockbuster like that. You can buy a sort of set-top box at Circuit City. Why do I want DVD in my computer?
Because instead of being able to just watch a DVD movie in your living room, now you can also move it over to your television, to your PC,
right,
and be able to watch the movie on the PC if you want, and be working on things in the background, or even use a new generation of DVD called DVD-ROM for computer data information.
Okay, so let's talk about if I have a laptop with a DVD-ROM drive and watch movies on the airplane, right?
You could do that too.
All right, so let's talk about watching movies, sort of the baby case on your PC.
Okay.
I guess the idea is you could like put the movie in a window and be working elsewhere and doing two things at once?
Absolutely.
Show us that.
We have the Big Chill DVD here, and I'll just jump ahead and go to a scene selection.
And again, one cool thing is you can grab a particular scene when you're dealing with a DVD.
Exactly, just like on a CD.
You don't have to like find it on a piece of tape.
Right. So if you wanted to, you could sit there and watch it on your PC and enjoy it and all of its
But you can squeeze this down into a window.
You can squeeze it down into a window. In fact, it's almost as small as you can possibly want, and be working on other things in the background, working on a spreadsheet.
So it's just a Windows app, and it's there along with other things.
Exactly.
All right. Now let's talk about the data part of it. You talked about putting a movie on it. That's cool, but it's not that different from sort of watching it on your set-top box. How would I use a DVD-ROM to do computer stuff, to put data on there?
Okay. We have here a DVD-ROM that's actually ships with this kind of a kit, and it's basically, this is a multimedia encyclopedia that even includes a medical encyclopedia.
Before you stick it in there, let's explain the point here. There's a huge capacity difference between a DVD and a CD-ROM, right?
You're absolutely right.
Which is what?
650 megabytes is all you can stick onto a conventional CD.
Right.
A DVD, for example, can have 4.7 gigabytes on one side, and there's even the capability to have a double-sided DVD, which would double that capacity.
Okay, so from 8 times more capacity than a CD to maybe even 16 times more capacity.
Absolutely.
One point, it's going to be hard for our audience to see that, but as you mentioned, the DVD format is actually thinner, so you can have actually 2 DVDs in this one piece of media, right?
Absolutely.
One side and the other side.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe the same thickness as a traditional CD in that
So
case.
stick that baby in, and let's take a look at an application, a computer application using DVD.
Okay.
And what are you going to show us?
I'm going to show the Funkin' Wagnalls DVD Encyclopedia, which also includes a World Book Medical Encyclopedia. And the object here is that we have a tremendous amount of information, more that would fit on even 6 CDs. We can now take it down and put it onto one DVD-ROM.
Right, okay, so that encyclopedia that might have taken 6 or 8 CDs is now on one DVD.
Right.
You can reasonably stick it in your machine, put it in your laptop, and actually use the thing.
Absolutely right.
All right, so what do we go? So here's the 2 encyclopedias. Let's take a look at the World Book. Can we look at that? The medical encyclopedia?
Okay.
Because I imagine that's pretty graphics and media intensive if you're doing medical stuff and demonstrations, right?
Well, you have the traditional reference materials, you have text, but also now we can bring in videos, we can bring in speeches, we can bring in a lot of things that we just can't do on a CD because we just don't have enough space.
All right, so in the guy we got photos, animations, video, music. So again, rich multimedia, goes to get all that capacity.
Right.
So if we're in videos, let's say an amniocentesis demonstration, which would be an interesting one to look at, I guess.
Okay. We'll bring that up here and we can play that.
Sound waves generate echoes at different rates as they bounce off different...
And I guess one of the issues is, you know, in the CD-ROM encyclopedias, I mean, they're pretty sketchy as to how many little videos they're going to give you because, you know, you're dealing with that capacity problem. You can be much more aggressive and have a lot more media going on in this.
You can have more media, and also the quality of the media is better because DVD uses MPEG-2, which is a much, much higher quality than you can put onto a CD. So you get more content and you get better content.
So I guess we need a DVD drive in our PC then, Bob.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, well, for a while, the big complaint about CD-ROMs was that you couldn't record on them. Of course, all that changed with the advent of CD burners. The same is happening now with DVD media. And what we want to show you next is a brand new rewritable, recordable DVD drive. And Jeff from Panasonic, you're going to help us do that. Let's talk about the hardware first of all.
Okay.
It's the same idea, right? I mean, this is an external DVD-RAM drive.
Yes, this is an external DVD-RAM drive. It's backward compatible.
RAM, not ROM, because it's recordable. You can put whatever you want on it over and over again.
That's right, rewritable. And it's also backward compatible to CD.
So you can play both.
And DVD.
And you have one actually built in, an internal inside that HP Pavilion over there.
That's correct.
Let's talk about the media for a minute. Now, this looks sort of like a typical DVD.
Right.
What's the differences here?
Well, this is recordable. This holds 2.6 gigabytes of
Okay.
data. And
You can have double-sided and get 5.2.
We can have double-sided and have 5.2 right
Okay.
here.
But you need to use a cartridge because like, for recording, I guess you need more stability in the drive.
Right, we actually keep it inside here for data integrity.
Okay.
And what we do is we can slip this into...
All right, so let's use the internal, actually do the demonstration here. Now, we can do two things here, I take it. We can do video, as we saw before, or we can do data, right? So
Yes.
it's for movie-type stuff, or it's for computer data, files, etc.
Right. And what I'm going to demonstrate here today is recording of video.
Okay, great. Let me just ask you, explain capacity, not in terms of megabytes, but in terms of content. I mean, how much stuff could I record on one of these?
Okay, on this 5.2 gigabyte piece of data,
Yeah.
we could have 50 stories of telephone books stacked one on top of each
As in
other.
a 50-story building?
Yes.
50 stories of telephone books on one DVD?
Right, right.
Okay, that's impressive. All right, so let's do a demonstration. Well, it's good we're doing video then, right? Because you got a lot of capacity. You could do what? How much video then on one of these?
2 hours of full motion video.
2 hours, dynamite. All right, so what we've done now, actually, we've taken our live camera feed here from our studio, the same thing we're feeding out to our machines, into your PC here. So what I want to ask you to do, can you actually record our show on the DVD?
Sure, we can do that.
Okay.
As you mentioned, we have a feed from one of your cameras. I'm going to insert this disc in. We'll take your feed,
Okay,
and
so
we're
this is your
using
interface
a
here?
Sigma Design DVD-R encoder card.
Okay.
And what I'll do here is I'll hit this red button here
Click
to start the
record.
recording. And we're actually previewing this right before we record it.
Okay.
And you'll see, I think we should do something to show that we're recording.
Yeah, so okay, I mean, just sort of a slight, maybe 1 second delay here. But, which is an important point. You're actually showing me what's coming out rather than what's going in so I can monitor the quality and make adjustments.
Yes, add brightness, etc.
All right, so we've done about 15 seconds, so why don't we stop it and actually play this
So I
back?
hit the stop button. I'm going to hit the play button here. And you'll see, we'll come back, you'll move. You're sitting still now.
So, okay, I mean, just sort of a slight, maybe 1 second delay.
And what we've demonstrated is the recording of video onto our DVD-RAM disc.
We need 2 hours of that on one of those DVDs.
Of professional
and
quality.
Well, what is the quality?
Professional DVD quality.
Well, so the same quality on the DVD I would buy with a movie on it, I'm getting in my recordable right now.
That's correct. And on this card also you have navigation software incorporated in there.
All right, so I can not only put the video on there, but the kind of stuff Bob showed us where I can have the menus and that stuff, I can put that on my DVD also?
Yes, using the Sigma Designs card.
Well, what does this thing cost to be able to do this?
This is $7.99.
$7.99 for a box, and what does media cost?
Media today is $20.
That is not too bad. There's an issue, though, with standards of compatibility, right? I mean, you're like in your Panasonic world right now, right? Can I play that DVD anywhere right now?
On Panasonic DVD-ROMs, you can play back the DVD-RAM media.
Well, I mean, what's the future of this? That's obviously a problem.
The future, we'll also be able to play DVD-RAM media on our DVD consumer players.
Okay, but I mean, you're going to have partnerships? We're going to get together? We're going to have beta VHS wars here?
No, we'll have partnerships with the DVD form companies.
What's the lifetime of these things? One of the concerns we have about, our precious home videos is we know that tape is going to die after 5 or 10 years. What's the status of the DVD-RAM?
Our lawyers will allow us to say that you can keep this for 30 years.
30 year.
Put it on a shelf, 30 years later you play it back,
Okay.
and the data is still good.
Okay, now that's video, which is kind of cool. So we can take like a home movie camera and actually put our home movies on DVD and distribute it that way. What about data? I mean, this is tremendous capability to store files, to do backups. I mean, corporate level capacity, huh?
That's correct, yeah. Actually, one of these will hold 125 four-drawer file cabinets.
What is this a shipping product now? This
Yes,
DVD
this
RAM
is out in
business?
the marketplace.
You can
and
do it right now.
You can also buy this internal DVD.
Wow. I take it where we're going then is what everybody wants is the recordable home DVD, VCR kind of thing, throw out the tapes forever, and we're going to have the playback and record DVD box at home.
That's correct. We're trying to build the DVD world, which will have complete compatibility between the consumer and the computer world.
Let's turn now to software and what you can do with these drives so we can figure out if it's worth buying them. There are some very cool new titles that take advantage of the DVD technology. One of the best is the new DVD version of Microsoft Encarta. Here to show us Encarta and a few other things is Ron White, author of this excellent book, and we've showed you this before, How Computers Work. This is actually the brand new Millennium Edition.
Millennium had to be.
And Ron is also senior editor with PC Computing. All right, let's talk about how DVD works, okay? First of all, what is the trick? How can we get 8 times as much data on a DVD-ROM as a CD-ROM?
It is a trick, and there's some tricky things involved, because like this is the Yellow Submarine.
That's a DVD.
DVD.
Yeah, it looks like a CD.
Yeah, looks like a CD. You couldn't tell the difference. But actually, there are 3 important differences. They use an MPEG compression that just works with video and sound very well. The little spiral of information where stuff is written on here is a tighter, smaller spiral.
Narrower tracks.
But here's the really tricky thing. It looks like there's one surface to this. There's not. There's 2
So
surfaces.
even on a one-sided DVD, we're really looking at 2 layers.
2 layers. And on a double-sided DVD, which they go up to, you'll get 2 layers on each side, and you reach like 17 gigabytes.
You have a
of
great
storage.
illustration in your book, which I saw before. That might help people understand what we're talking about, right?
That's right. If you see the little blue dots, that's data on one layer, and a laser beam focuses on that layer. But to read the second layer of the gold underneath, it just changes the focal length of the laser beam, so it just goes right through that first layer and reads data off the second layer.
That's pretty cool technology.
It is. It's amazing.
Now, I want to ask you, though, what are we going to do with this capacity? It's cool to watch a movie on a DVD, but from an application software point of view, what do we need? I don't know an application that takes 8 megs of RAM.
There have not been a great number of software out on DVD. It is mostly movies. Some of the stuff that's coming out on DVD is a bad idea. Give you an example, games. Some game producers thought, oh, well, this is neat. We put video in our games, which sounds good. But you watch some of these games, and you'll be open door A or door B. If you open the wrong door, you go back 20, 30 seconds in the movie, have to watch that over again. Yeah, you wind up watching the same pieces of film over and over again. Today, the thing is 3D games where you've got unlimited freedom to go any place, and you don't need a lot of disk space to hold a good 3D game. I think we're finding some stuff now is where multimedia really works out, like Encarta.
Well, let's go first of all. National Geo is a great example.
National Geographic.
Because that's the use of mega capacity.
This is actually for DVDs. And originally this was 36 CD-ROMs, and it's every issue of National Geographic, 170 years.
That's ever been printed.
Every page,
170 years worth of National Geos. Right here.
Yeah, so that's one way.
A couple of garages worth of
National Geos. I know. There's somebody with his garage filled with these. Who's thinking, oh, I could have had this.
And this is the text and all the color pictures.
That's right. And it's all searchable text. It's really a very nice achievement.
So this is like a huge storage room full of stuff.
That's right.
All right. That's
one way to do it, just for pure storage of data. But this doesn't have sound, video, because the magazine didn't.
So that's Encarta.
Encarta, you get to use sound and video. That's where DVD really is handy.
All right, so there you're using the capacity not just for a lot of stuff, but really get lots of video and audio and multimedia in there.
Right, because this whole process is a lot using those elements, and Microsoft does a very good job on its multimedia encyclopedia.
Well, let's take a look at Encarta. You have it up here, for example.
Yeah, I've got this in my laptop, and it's I carry it because for one disc, in a laptop, this Encarta DVD is the best thing you can have.
So this is the default DVD in your machine because you're carrying around the entire library.
Right. I've got a dictionary, encyclopedia, atlas, Bartlett's quotations, everything on one disc. Which, if you buy all those Microsoft products separately, you're about 3 or 4 CD-ROMs, and who wants to carry those around? So there's a very good way you'll see, and they're not even using the whole disc. yet. I mean, they've got
There's
room
space
to
left
go.
over. Yeah.
So we've got ways to go on this, but we still haven't found a really killer app that just makes you have to go out and buy the
Yeah.
DVD-ROM.
Two more quick questions. I say you've got a DVD laptop there, so you can actually have a DVD drive in your laptop, which also reads CD-ROMs.
Right. I
Yeah.
can do CD-ROMs or music CDs on
Now,
this.
real quick, before we show this DVD-RAM demonstration, right, how you can record now on DVDs, how do you, what's the technology? How do you record in an optical medium?
Okay, it's very interesting. It's made of a crystalline layer, one of those level layers we were talking about. You focus a hot laser beam on there, and it kind of scars the layer, which makes for ones and zeros, you know, whether it's scarred or not.
And you can redo that over and over
Yeah,
again.
because then you use it, come back later and use a slightly less hot laser beam, and it heats that material until it forms back naturally into the same crystalline structure that it was. You can do this 100,000 times,
Amazing
and
technology.
it's still good.
Ron, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, so DVD is great for educational stuff, but what else can you do with it? How about music videos, 3D games, even IMAX films? This is Bob Michaels, known affectionately as DVD Bob, because he's technical director with Enterprise DVD, an affiliate of Slingshot Entertainment. So let's talk about what the real value of DVD is. Ron was saying, well, we can't really figure out how to use all this capacity. The fact is it's more than just capacity, isn't there? There's a higher data rate with DVD.
That's right. I mean, using existing formats, we can increase data rates. Just as we had CD-ROM data rates, we were limited at the quality we could stream off the disk. Now we can increase those data rates, thus increasing the quality.
And how do you, I mean, what is it about DVD that gives you a greater data rate?
Well, we had, when they created the DVD video spec, they had to create the drives to stream off data much faster to accommodate the MPEG-2 data rates that they need to achieve that quality.
Okay. So even in a game environment, you can not only put a lot of games on a DVD, but you might get better performance out of the game at the same time.
That's correct. That's correct.
All right, music videos. I know you guys have a new CD, and that's obviously going to take up a lot of storage to get the music, to get the video, and you've got a new CD that actually puts together a bunch of music videos on a DVD.
Yeah, what we have is actually our first prototype of what we're going to anticipate the new DVD audio disc.
Now, what's DVD audio?
DVD audio disc is the new emerging format that is focused in the audio arena. DVD video allows you to stream off 96 kilohertz audio, very high quality. DVD audio even takes it another step to 192 kilohertz.
All right, so we got a video rolling here.
That's right. These are the menus, the interactivity that you get in DVD, all the menus, and you can.
And that's not broken. That's the way it's supposed to look. It's
That's
a music
right.
video.
That's right. You know, this is
all right, so
MTV.
another advantage: better audio quality coming off a DVD. Besides all the other stuff.
That's correct. Not only do we get the superb quality of MPEG-2, much like what you get off your satellite systems, but you get the audio.
Final application, which I think is the real killer app here. You actually have a DVD which uses all these gigabytes to really have, I mean, hundreds of pages of websites sitting there on the DVD, so you can sort of be web surfing offline in a way.
That's correct. And the killer app is the seamless connection from a DVD video application out to the web.
Okay.
Not only does it allow us to have interactivity between the DVD video and the web, but it also allows us to, in the future, unlock certain assets that we might embed on a DVD and unlock them in the future.
All right, so this is actually an original IMAX film, which you guys have converted to DVD format, right?
That's correct.
And what's the title of it, actually?
The title of this actually is Greatest Places. It's a 40-minute IMAX
Tour of the
film.
world, great.
That's
okay, the
correct.
kind of thing we see on an IMAX.
That's right, and what we did here is we actually included the home site of Greatest Places, the film's home website.
Okay, so when I'm watching the Greatest Places DVD, I can go out to the website that supports the film on the DVD because I can put those gigs of information out there.
That's correct. We put non-variable data on the disc. If you're on an airplane and you're viewing our disc, you can still cruise the
Can
web.
you like click? I mean, is that a link? You can actually go somewhere
So we
with this
can
stuff?
actually, and if you're not connected, it'll prompt you to dial up if we go out to the web. So we can go to my catalog here, we can get descriptions of other products, and these are all embedded on the disc.
So again, with that capacity, you can go out and get whatever it is. I mean, there might be other applications where you can just suck up tremendous amount of stuff that might be sitting out there on the web, stuff you might standardly reference and have it right here on your laptop, as you say, even if you're on
That's
the plane.
correct. That's correct.
Where else are we going to go with this stuff? I mean, what is that real killer app that Ron was talking about, that you just mentioned? What's going to make people go out and buy DVDs?
The killer app is going to be versatility. I mean, DVD doesn't stand for digital video disc, it stands for digital versatile disc. So
Is that a marketing term for you guys?
No, actually, it's a DVD forum term, and that will actually. This is the true multimedia platform.
And is this the end of the line? I mean, we go from one to the other. What happens after DVD-ROM? Who knows?
HD DVD? I don't know.
There we go. Hey, thanks very much.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that's a look at the DVD revolution. I'll be back in just a moment with my pick of the week. Don't miss it. Now for my pick of the week. Since this show started a little more than 20 minutes ago, nearly 500,000 email messages have moved over the internet. That comes out to more than 30 million emails a day. Email is by far the most popular online activity. Problem is the majority of people still don't have a personal computer, don't want to deal with one, or can't afford one. But now you, your mother, or your grandmother can get into the email game with a simple, low-cost terminal. This is it. It's called the Mail Station from Sidco. In fact, they're calling this the email information appliance for the post-PC era. It comes pre-configured with your email address and all internet settings, so the user has no setup. Plug it in and click on the Get Mail button. That is all there is to do. It is like a fax machine for email. The Mail Station can automatically poll your mailbox and download your email messages, so you don't even have to log on to check your inbox. The software can handle file attachments and can also download selected website information and send it to you as an email. The device runs on AC or 3 AA batteries, so you can easily carry it with you when you travel. It weighs just over 2 pounds, and it includes an 85% keyboard, so entering text is not a problem. The on-screen user interface is graphical, easy to understand, and it has a printer port so you can get hard copy. If you subscribe to their email service for $9.95 a month, you can get the Mail Station for only $99. Without a service subscription, the price is $149. This may be the answer to getting everyone on email on an appliance that doesn't crash and that doesn't cost a lot of money. It's the Mail Station from Sidco. Details on their website at sidco.com.